Alrighty guys, and here we are again. It's Sunday. That means it's Realms time. I'm here with Thomas and Ease. You probably know Ease still. He helps, for example, Zizuma a lot with his projects. And also, when me and Zizuma tried to launch a server which then failed because of the EULA issues, Ease was one of our main guys and helped us a lot. So he's a command block genius. Hi man.
Hey.
All good. Obviously he's from Germany too. Pure coincidence though. So yeah guys, last time we announced it. We want to do a PvP project together, and I have to say Thomas and we are a bit nervous, aren't we? I mean,
yeah, it's an experiment, like even more experiment than the REALMS itself.
Yep, it's an experiment in an experiment, so to speak, you know what I mean? It's like, so I don't know if it is possible for people who don't know each other, it's gonna be 6 people again, to really pull off working on a PvP project like that. And yeah, there's a few slight changes to our announcement from last week. First of all, after talking to Ease, and we wanted to implement a world border in here, Ease suggested we should definitely go for a square shape for the map. That would make things way better. So that's one thing you can see. Around the area here we have our bedrock border. The bedrock border indicates the build space for the Generation 6. This bedrock border goes down all the way to the void, so you know, when you build underground or so, you know, okay, here the map ends, I shouldn't go further than that. Other than that, we picked some kind of interesting terrain here. It's really cool seed here with the ice spikes right there, and then we have this yeah, flower biome here with lots of nice flowers, and about 50%, I would say a little bit less than 50% water in the map. Over there, also of course a little bit of forest just bordering here, but it's mainly in the plains. So yeah, birch forest is here too, bit of lava lake, so everything should be around. Obviously the players can go outside this area to gather their resources and stuff, but this is the main building area. So also for you guys of Generation 6, make sure that you build your maintenance buildings, you know, any farms you want to build or anything like that, definitely outside this world border. Because otherwise, yeah, well, I don't have to explain why, right? Makes sense. And yeah, as usual, we have our chest here in the middle. Doc's Digger is here. The first person who logs on, as usual, can grab Doc's Digger and has a little bit of a head start. But obviously, you can also share that. And as usual, we got the Law Insider here. Let's quickly have a look. Hey Doc, yeah, welcome to Doc's Realm. This time around we want to build a PvP map together. It is crucial for the success of this project that you really work together well and yeah, work coordinated amongst each other. Feel free to use the Zipcraft TeamSpeak, you know, if you want to easily communicate. Here's the IP and so on. So everything there you need to know. If you want to note some stuff down, here's also books for the members of the Realms crew. You know, they can give out some pointers or hints or anything, and also maybe, you know, communicate that way amongst each other. But mainly it's for us if we come on regularly and check if somebody has something important to say. I don't know, you got sick, you know, and you can't make it anymore to the Realms or something like that. We need to know that, so we can in case look for a replacement for you and stuff like that. So only in emergency you pretty much have to use this book, because on this project we will see what you make. It's a very confined space. So yeah, with that said, is there anything else? Oh yeah, obviously here's our start area. You can see those glass blocks represent where the players will be set up. We will not have a typical survival games chest stack here in the middle. That is not, I don't like that personally too much. I'd rather want to see the players spread out. There's gonna be a lot of chests around the map. Me and Thomas and Ease will later on taking care of placing some chests around the map and make sure it's well balanced and so on. And yeah, of course, you Generation 6 guys, you can also build inside the circle here, you know, maybe make a cool monument in the middle or whatever you feel like. That's totally up to you. As usual, we don't want to give you too many restrictions. So yeah, anything I forgot, Thomas? You're on my brain.
Yeah, there's Eternal Day initiated.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit easier for you to just get going quickly, because this is gonna be really hard actually to just fill this all up in 1 week. I wish you good luck. You'll need it.
Yep. Don't go crazy. You know, it is a quite big space, but you are 6 people, and this time you might have to coordinate your projects a bit with each other. You know, lots of communication is needed. You need to think about how can we tie our project into each other. But yeah, without further ado, let's finally announce who are the members of yes, Generation 6 here, and I think I picked wisely. So let me quickly bring up my list, and then we can add the people to the server here. Alright guys, so here we are. Time to plick, what is that? Okay, nochmal. 3, 2, 1. Alrighty, so here we are, let's invite players who will make one of the most complex projects on the REALMS server possible. First of all, IGN, Spy CN6. Sometimes I really need to double and triple check so you don't invite the wrong people. Spy CN6, inviting the guy, and yep, he showed up here. It doesn't need moderator. And what does he want to do? Yeah, well, you saw there was a lot of ocean there. There was a few water areas, and he wants to build pirate ships and sunken ships and a village with a dock getting attacked by the ships. You know? So that totally makes sense because we had some water, and I would say he can focus with his projects on the water areas. He might have to adjust his project a little bit as we have 2 water areas, spread it out, or yeah, it depends, coordinate with your buddies, so with your members of the server. Next person I wanted to add was, let me look, my IGN is, here we go, it says Birdie Plays. It's a kind of a cool name, Birdie Plays. Birdie votes. Us Germans know what I was talking about just now. Birdie. And yeah, invite the player. Boom, and check if he exists. Yes, he does. And yeah, he wanted to build a in a mountain or ice spikes biome. Ha, what a coincidence. We found the ice spikes biome there, so I thought, oh, quite fitting. And he wanted to build a little snow kingdom with a small castle and medieval type houses on top of that. Also, he wanted to add a mine underneath it with some corners and traps, you know, some multiple layers of activity on the map. You have some caves, you have some underground and so on. But I thought that's really fitting with the ice biome there. I imagine him building something nice up there. So that's our player number 2. Number 3. And here I kind of thought, okay, if we do a PvP project, we might need people who have experience with PvP projects and PvP maps. So IGN is Matic O Basel. Matico Basel. Okay. Here we go, Matico Basel, and yeah, he says he worked on a lot of PvP arena projects, for example on the Overcast network, which is still one of my most favorite PvP servers, really cool. And yeah, so he knows about making PvP maps. He says in general he's a really decent builder when it comes to aesthetics, but his biggest knowledge is in gameplay. So I see him as some kind of a middle guy who kind of ties everything together, and maybe he could also work on the middle spawn platform and add little bits and pieces here and there, walkways, you know, those things that make a PvP map actually playable, or yeah, nicely playable. So I was thinking he's our overall guy, you know, who takes care of business overall. So you see this time this project, you know, unfolds a bit differently. It's not just, you know, here you make your project there. We have to coordinate a bit. Alright, next guy, IGN is Lowpaker. Lowpaker, okay. Or is it? Wait, let me see. Yeah, it is Lowpaker. Alright, invite the player. He exists and he is invited. Very well, very well. So yeah, he also said he has a good experience with building PvP and minigame maps already. He made a bunch of them. And yeah, he says I'm totally capable of doing this, and what he wants to do is, my plan is to make a medieval city which is partially destroyed. The main attraction will be a big castle with hidden contraption and traps. So I was thinking, as we have this castle on the ice plains or on the ice biome, this would totally fit. So I guess overall we're going a bit for a medieval look in the whole map. And yeah, obviously in the castle he wants to have traps, and you know, and it would have houses, windmill, blacksmith. So I imagine him, you know, yeah, kind of filling in spaces on the map and making it a bit more lively. And it's gonna be tricky, guys. It's gonna be tricky. Okay, and number 5. And I thought that would also totally make sense. And his name is Joe the Monk. Joe the Monk. Invite the player. Bam, he exists. And yeah, Joe the Monk wants to build a sewage system for the whole map that kind of connects the different areas with each other. Yeah, at another level it would be maybe confusing with a maze and so on. Maybe he would also, if he has time, build a little monastery. Fits his name, Joe the Monk. But the main project is making the sewage system that connects everything, and that is really good. That is really good idea. So you know, we picked the parts a bit to bring this whole thing together. And
there's no city without a sewage system.
No, there's no, impossible. And yeah, then we have the last guy. He also pointed out that Generation 6 of Pokemon was the best generation. Alright, arguable. Cool. What is that? Cool. E.T. Hemps 2. Sometimes, you know, how could you come up with such a nick? Cool E.T. Hemps 2. Alright. And obviously someone else picked this name as well, because there's a 2, so who is cool at Hansp? Whatever. Let's invite the guy. He's on. And yeah, he has 2 ideas. And his thing is, he wants to make a rainbow road that kind of connects everything, you know, on a top layer. So we would have a lower layer that is kind of the cave sewage system. We would have the mid layer with all the castle buildings and ships and things. And then Cool at Hands comes in, you know, and ties it all a bit together by building a rainbow road and connecting it together. So yeah, and let me see if he suggested anything else. Oh yeah, he also wants to work on some abandoned caves. So he also wants to have little light in this cave, so a lot or enough hostile creatures spawn. And that obviously would be cool. You rarely see that in a PvP web. Normally it's player versus player, but I think we shouldn't totally neglect the player versus environment aspect of there. So it would be cool if you have some caves and dark spots around where some creepy crawlers are showing up. So I guess we got a good crew together. I'm confident. What do you think, guys? Will they be able to pull it off?
Yeah, sure.
I mean, you did many PvP maps and stuff. It is not easy to make a good one, but I'm really confident those guys can do it. I like every time
yeah, exactly. We have been impressed by other generations.
Right.
So this is
every time we thought, oh man, this is ambitious.
They can do it. They can do it.
Then mostly they even blew our expectations out of the water. So yeah, that's it. Those are the 6 players for Generation 6. Congrats to you. I'm sorry that we couldn't pick anybody. As usual, there was hundreds of great ideas. Keep that up, guys. I will try to do the realms as long as I can and get you people on, because I know you enjoy working on these projects together. So yeah, with that said, Ease will provide the redstone magic later on when needed. Pumice will provide the love and care, and that's it. Realms on the way. Can't wait to see what you guys do. We will see our first update in a week then, on Sunday. Should be ready. Then we will go in and with Ease and fix the map up, and then we will see if we can catch some of the older Realms crew, and we're gonna do a little PvP event on the map, and hopefully that'll all work out well. I'm really excited for that, and yeah, thanks for watching. Please leave a like, share, do all the good stuff, what YouTube is all about. And then we see. Bye guys, thanks for watching. Boo.
Bye.